Welcome. Let's take a look now at a risk event for the week starting Monday, the 22nd of May. And for this, we're off now to our Johannesburg newsroom and catch up with Zain Vawda, a FX analyst who's with us with a look at an event next week, which we could look at for trading purposes. Zain, what do you got for us?
Hi, Jeremy. Thank you for having me this morning. The key risk event I will be focused on next week is the UK inflation data, with a possible bullish continuation for the Great British Pound Australian dollar currency pair. The macro picture obviously looks promising here as the UK economy has remained resilient throughout 2023 thus far. Inflation, however, has continued to plague the Bank of England and as well as UK consumers as it remains stuck above the 10% mark for the past 7 months. The BOE have said during their recent projections that they see inflation coming down significantly over the next 12 to 24 months. I, however, do think that the road ahead remains a bumpy one when it comes to inflation, with certain components of inflation probably entrenched in the economy already. I do expect at least one or potentially two 25 basis point hikes by the BOE before a potential pause. So taking this into account, obviously we'll look at the on the other end of the spectrum, we do have the Australian dollar and the Australian economy as well, which has been struggling of late. A lot of this has to do with data coming out. We've seen the recent jobs data suggesting that the labor market may be cooling after we've seen Australian unemployment rate had hovered around 50-year lows for quite some time. This may bode well, obviously, for the Reserve Bank of Australia on its rate hike path moving forward. Chinese data also has disappointed, and this is also weighed, obviously, on the commodity-linked Australian dollar. Markets are obviously now betting on a pause next month with a potential hike in August or September still on the table for the RBA. All of this obviously bodes well for a upside continuation or a bullish continuation on Great British Pound Australian dollar. Let's take a brief look at the Great British Pound Australian dollar weekly chart, as we can see on the screen. And the reason I've chosen the weekly chart is it gives us a better indication of the uptrend in play on the Pound Australian dollar pair. As we can see, we have been printing higher highs and higher lows since bottoming out here in September of 2022. It has been an impressive rally so far, as mentioned by the Great British Pound so far this year. The pair has found some resistance here at the 190 psychological level, and since then we have seen some retracement here. Now, I would like to see obviously a third touch of the ascending trend line, and that would be preferred as it would bring us back to a more favorable price point as well, and a better risk to reward opportunity for a potential bullish continuation. And lastly, also looking at it from a technical perspective, the 50-day moving average has crossed above the 200-day moving average, a golden cross pattern, if you will, indicating that the potential for further upside remains strong heading into that UK inflation print next week.
Okay, Zain, thanks so much indeed. That is a look ahead to a risk event for the week starting Monday, the 22nd of May.